Unit 3, Module 3, Sleeves. By the end of this module, students will be able to describe different types of sleeves and identify the usage of sleeves in the current fashion scenario. The basic sleeve varies in length from cap sleeve to full sleeve. Sleeves may be fitted or with fullness and may be flared or puffed. You can take a moment to look at the different types of sleeves in the image. We will go through them one by one in detail. Before we dive into observing the different types of sleeves, let us discuss about the different sleeve lengths, the shortest being cap sleeve. You can see the image here. And then comes the short sleeve shown in the image on the right. After the short sleeve comes the 3/4 sleeve. You can see an example here. The full sleeve is also called as a long sleeve, goes up till the wrist. We also have longer sleeves that end up being rushed at the wrist. With these basic lengths and different styles, the sleeves provide scope for a lot of innovations, giving the designer a chance to create endlessly and the consumer a lot of options to choose from. So, the types of sleeves are sleeveless, cap sleeve, tulip sleeve, bell sleeves, dolman sleeves, leg O mutton sleeve, kimono sleeve, puff sleeve, raglan sleeve and bishop sleeve. Sleeveless. Page 6. Before we start studying about the different types of sleeves, we cannot miss the sleeveless style. Often, not having sleeves in a garment could change the look of the outfit immensely. We are looking at a picture of a sleeveless layered dress of a toddler. The next one is an image of a sleeveless overcoat generally worn over an ethnic kurta. Here we can see a picture of a smart sleeveless women's shirt, and on the right is an image of a sleeveless man's t-shirt. This is a sleeveless long length dress with an innovated band collar and buttons. On the right is a sleeveless sari blouse. Can you try to recall the name of this neckline? It is horseshoe neckline. We are seeing images of sleeveless dresses, an elegant pink floral printed dress on the left. Also a more casual sleeveless, again floral printed dress on the right. Now we are going to see few garments that were sleeveless used in the ancient times. What we are seeing here is an Italian sleeveless jacket in plain weave gros de Tours silk fabric with metallic thread. Gros de Tours is a silk fabric with a rib effect. You can have a closer look at the similar fabric in this picture. This is a gold bugle beaded dress dating back to 1920s. It has a tan colored cotton net embroidered with gold beads in a geometric pattern, and obviously it is sleeveless. If you observe carefully, the flapper fashion dresses of 1920s are mostly sleeveless. The next image shows a 1920s lace evening dress with a floral applique, totally contrast color. It is a sleeveless green and gold metallic lace having floral block motifs. The lower skirt of jade green silk chamois appliqued with velvet poppies. We are seeing a black silk sleeveless evening gown dating back to the 1900s. On the right is a picture of Catherine McManus, who was the then editor of Vogue. It dates back to 1955. We can see Catherine McManus in a sleeveless embroidered printed dance dress. Cap sleeve. The cap sleeve got its name because it resembles the rim of a cap. Tulip sleeve. The tulip sleeve. The tulip sleeve is a variation of a cap sleeve. It is created by overlapping two pieces of fabric that forms a recognizable shape of a tulip and hence the name. It is also called petal sleeve. In the images that we see here, the formation of a petal can be clearly seen. This tulip sleeve blouse is from Coco and Men. The next picture shows petal sleeves on Billy bridal separates. The last picture has a very interesting creation of tulip sleeve. It is a kimono jacket with a long tulip sleeve. The basic form of tulip sleeve is only as long as a cap sleeve. In this image, the same concept has been used in a 3/4 length. Bell sleeve. The bell sleeve. Names generally evolve or come into usage from the way they look, and thus we can say that the bell sleeve resembles the shape of a bell. Have a look at the smart women's top with a bell sleeve. It has a very elegant shape. On the right is a bell sleeve sweater from Love Lenore. This sweater with flared sleeves is from Mango. Mango is a Spanish clothing and manufacturing company. Mango has its retail outlets around the world. In this case, the bell sleeve achieves its fullness by the usage of gathers. On the right is the willow bell sleeve dress by For Love and Lemons. It features a mock neckline with lace contrast, tiny ladder cutouts on the bodice with a long bell sleeve and floral trim. The bell sleeve also has a cutout detailing. This dress is from Ecote Sasha, which is a boho brand by Urban Outfitters. The bell sleeve here has a lot of flair. This picture is from Street Style from Soho, Manhattan. You can see the off shoulder top with bell sleeve that has a contrast black piping. It is teamed with a khaki double breasted mini skirt. Black over the knee studded boots. Please note that the bell sleeve in this top has more flare, almost with a gathered look. This is achieved by a flounce. A flounce will be discussed in detail during the later part of this course. The next picture is a black top with a boat neck and also a bell sleeve. In this top, the bell part of the sleeve has been made with sheer mesh fabric and embroidery. The usage of a different fabric for the bell part of the sleeve makes it a more fashioned product. More examples of bell sleeve can be seen here and with more innovations. In the first picture, we can see a Lexus Brett outfit, a bell sleeve ruffle romper from their Holiday Resort 2018 collection. On the right is a picture from Gucci Catwalks Spring 2013, ready to wear. In both the images, the bell sleeve has been made more interesting by adding more layers of fabric in the form of flounces. What we see here is a bell sleeve with a slit. It is part of the Christian Dior Spring 2016 haute couture. Also, it has beadwork and embroidery on the bell sleeve. On the right is a jacket from Elie Saab 2016 with a bell sleeve. The image that we see here is that of a bell sleeve of an outfit from Roxanda. Here the bell sleeve has been made with gathers, thus giving much more fullness to the bell part of the sleeve. On the right is the picture of an outfit from Osman Resort 2018 collection. It shows an outfit with an elegant bell sleeve. Now it is time to go back to history. Please note how differently the bell sleeve was used in the ancient times. What we see here is an image from 1896, a spring cloak with bell sleeve pattern. The bell shape starts right from the shoulder and it has been pleated in such a way that the sleeve has more fullness and almost resembles a skirt. From what we can observe, the bell sleeve has box pleats. On the right is a dress from 1940s. It is a beige silk suit with pleated sleeves, a bow and rhinestone clip at cuff by Lily Ann. It is rare to see a bell sleeve with a cuff. And here we can see that we have a cuff made with the same fabric as with the body. In this image also, the bell shape starts right from the armhole and has been pleated to give more fullness. This pleats resembles accordion pleats. Dolman sleeve. The Dolman sleeve. When the bell sleeve started off with a good fit at the armhole and flared at the bottom, the Dolman sleeve is the other way round. The Dolman sleeve design was originally borrowed from a garment worn in Turkey and other parts of the Middle East called a dolman as early as the Middle Ages. The dolman was a loose, cape-like robe with very loose sleeves formed from the folds of the robe's fabric. The image we see here is an example of a modern dolman sleeve. How well played with stripes. It has black and white stripes with top to bottom buttons. The image we see here is Barra Dolman Sleeve Tunic by Miko Men's. The clean lines and easy dolman sleeves of this distinctive tunic provide an elegant frame for Mint's marvelous fabric based on vintage sari designs. Like all her pieces, using kanta quilting techniques, this dress is constructed with 2 layers and is fully reversible for 2 very different looks. The next picture with a simple dolman sleeve is from Acne pre-spring or resort collection. It has been made out of linen fabric. The picture on the right is from Ralph Lauren. It shows a dolman sleeve on a boat neck top. Let us look at some more examples of dolman sleeves. The first one is from Fall Winter 2015 collection by Electric Feathers. We can see that the dolman sleeve is almost as long as the waist and tapers towards the hem. The picture on the right is from Ellie Saab Fall Winter 2012-13 on a heavily embroidered dress. We can see that the dolman sleeve is also heavily and intricately embroidered, probably meant for wedding or haute couture. Let us look into the history of dolman sleeve. The picture shown here is from Lupe Velez, a gown designed by Adrian Adolph Greenberg. Lupe Velez was a stage film actress. Adrian Adolph Greenberg was a fashion designer in America during those times. It is amazing how the Dolman sleeve has been innovated. It seems to have a cutout patch on the side. On the right is a picture of a 1950s woman's blue dinner theatre dress. We see a picture of a page from Vogue. It is an outfit from Jean Patou, a dolman sleeve dress. Jean Patou is a French fashion designer. He is the inventor of sportswear, which was a revolution in fashion. His clothes enabled women to combine chic with casual. The house of Jean Patou is still a widely known name. The next image shows an outfit designed by Paul Poret in 1914, made out of chiffon with a silk underskirt, a high-waisted bodice and a overskirt embroidered with medallions, lace yoke and elbow-length dolman sleeves. Lego mutton sleeve. The Lego mutton sleeve or the Gigot sleeve. The Lego mutton sleeve, also known in French as the Gigot sleeve, was initially named due to its unusual shape. Formed from a voluminous gathering of fabric at the upper arm that tapers to a tight fit from the elbow to the wrist. It was first seen in a fashionable dress in the 1820s. This distinct upper body silhouette has inspired designers at numerous points throughout the 20th century, and it is still going. The Spring Summer 2016 collections has been a determined reappearance of the sleeve shape with designers such as J.W. Anderson using the historical pattern to craft a contemporary silhouette. Page 32. We can see a Givenchy blouse with Lego mutton sleeves. We can clearly see that the sleeves have a puff next to the armhole achieved by gathering and then tapers to the wrist, giving a shape reminiscent of the Lego mutton. On the right is a picture of a knit sweater with Lego mutton sleeve. It is from Knit Grandeur. We see here a dress from 1890s. It is a striped dress with Lego mutton sleeve. We can observe the same characteristic here with a large puff at the shoulder, tapering to become very fitted at the wrist. The next picture is from 1895, a velvet afternoon jacket by French designer Augustin Martin. The embroidery on the front is spectacular, accentuated by the huge puffs of the Lego mutton sleeve. This blue two-piece dress from Great Britain again dates back to 1895 to 1900s. On the right, we can see the usage of a Lego mutton sleeve in an ancient wedding gown made out of silk and lace. The rich green afternoon dress dates back to 1830, currently at the museum at FIT, New York. Has a very well crafted Lego mutton sleeve. On the right is a Lego mutton sleeve dress dating back to 1835. It is a full sleeve from shoulder to elbow, fitted at the elbow like the other Lego mutton sleeves. We can now have a look at the usage of Lego mutton sleeve in today's fashion. Let us look at some pictures on designer runways. The first one has an attractive red top by Christian Dior, Fall 2016 ready to wear collection. We can see that the sleeve is puffed till the elbow and then fitted. On the right is an image from Alexander McQueen, Spring Summer 2007 ready to wear collection. It is interesting to note that it gives an impression of a butterfly. We can see an outfit from J.W. Anderson, Spring 2016 ready to wear collection with Lego mutton sleeve. On the right is another dress with clean look but with neutral colors from Fall 2012. Kimono sleeve. The kimono sleeve. The kimono sleeve is a style that has been derived from the traditional Japanese dress called kimono. You had a look at the traditional kimono, and now we are all aware of where it originated from. Now let us look at the kimono sleeve in some Western garments. These are outfits of the very well known brand Zara. Look at how elegantly the kimono sleeve has been incorporated into a woman's top and on the right on a woman's dress, giving a very sophisticated look. Some more examples of the kimono sleeve. On the left shows a top which is very simple, having a simple kimono sleeve. It is available for sale at etsy.com. On the right is a dress with a kimono inspired sleeve. Some occurrences of kimono sleeve in the olden days. The first kimono that we see here is a leam and fruit evening coat dating back to the 1920s. Please be reminded that in this case we are talking about Japan. The black silk ground printed in multicolored fruit brocaded over in gold name has kimono sleeves. The picture on the right shows the picture of a kimono from Vogue 1970. It is a floral kimono dress. Let us look at a traditional kimono outfit in detail. The picture we see here is a typical kimono and donuki, which is the kimono underlayer worn between kimono and juban. This antique layer is often matched with the top layer and always produced with it. This ensemble would have been worn with an obi belt and is displayed open so that you can see the matching donuki or the underlayer, which is often the style. The hidden areas have been done in seductive bright red. This was part of the Ikki style or hidden extravagance beneath the shabby, drab, visible exterior. Puffed sleeve. The puff sleeve was either a short length, 3/4 length or full length sleeve gathered at the top or bottom. The gigot sleeve or the Lego mutton sleeve, which we already studied, was a variation on the puff sleeve. It was all in fashion rage in the 1890s. The image that we see here is that of a traditional Indian woman. She is wearing a sari with a blouse with puff sleeve. Let us discuss more examples of puff sleeves. The first picture has short puff sleeves in two parts, held by a neat band at each level. The puff sleeve is achieved by gathering fabric. On the right is a dress which has a simple puff sleeve. In this case, the gathers has been made only at the armhole, whereas the bottom hem or the sleeve hem does not have any gathers and is fitted. What we see here is an image of a Mary Magdalene puff sleeve yoke blouse. This is a basic puff sleeve achieved by gathering at the armhole and at the sleeve hem, finished with a band at the hem. The picture on the right shows a puff sleeve in full length. It has dramatic puffs at 3 places, and this effect is probably achieved either by gathering or by the usage of elastic. Let us look at puff sleeves used by various designers. The innovation in the puff sleeve here is through the usage of color. A wide striped fabric cut in such a way that the stripe on the sleeve falls in line with the line on the body. This process is called mitring. On the right is an outfit from Rosie Azulin. It features a notched collar, puff short sleeve and a cinched waist and a maxi length. Rosie Azulin is a fashion designer from New York. We can see an oxalis puff sleeve rushed dress by Isabel Marant. In this case, the puff sleeve is used with an off-shoulder neckline. Puff sleeve satin top by Jacquemus can be seen on the right. A kind of butterfly effect is achieved in this garment. Raglan sleeve. A Raglan sleeve is a sleeve that extends in one piece fully to the collar or to the neckline, leaving a diagonal seam from underarm to collarbone, giving the garment a relatively undefined look. If you observe the 3 images, the Raglan sleeve has been used in a fabric with contrast color. In the first picture, the body is in floral printed fabric, while the sleeve is striped. The second one has the body in solid white fabric, while the sleeve is in striking red. The third one is a men's t-shirt with sleeve and placket in black. This is a common innovation in Raglan sleeve. It is sometimes used with the same fabric as the body. We can see more examples shortly. You can also note that the Raglan sleeve is more common in knitwear. The first image is from West Gordon at New York Fashion Week, Spring 2015. What we can see is an interesting usage of Raglan sleeve with only the sleeve in contrast glittery fabric. On the right is a Burda style Raglan shirt. The Burda style is a community website for people who sew or would like to learn how to sew. Please note how interestingly and neatly the gathers have been placed on a Raglan sleeve, but still the sleeve is fitted at the hem. Some more examples of Raglan sleeve can be seen here. The green outfit is from Anthropology. The Raglan sleeve has been made with a band collar with an opening in the front. It gives a clean, sculpted look. On the right is a picture from Givenchy Spring 2013 ready to wear show. It gives the impression of a halter neck due to the usage of Raglan sleeve in sheer transparent fabric. Please note that the sleeve here is not fitted like we saw in the other garments with Raglan sleeve, but it has been gathered to give it a fullness. It is a stunning display of creativity and style. Now let us look at Raglan sleeve used in the ancient times. What we see here is a silhouette from the 1910s. It is a dress designed by Paul Poret. A Raglan sleeve wrap over dress with color blocking. You can note that the main body of this dress has some detailing, whereas the sleeve part is used in solid fabric. Also note the gold colored patch lining the Raglan sleeve and also the neckline. The picture on the right is from 1962, a garment in ivory velvet wool coat with Raglan sleeves and banded collar and cuffs by designer Nina Ricci. The Raglan sleeve has been made with fullness and gathered at the sleeve hem, held by a band or a cuff. Page 53. This is an image of a woman's home companion during 1916. It is described as a pull-on dress. It has a more fitted Raglan sleeve and also a roll back cuff. You can also note that this dress has a sailor collar. Bishop sleeve. The bishop sleeve. A long wide sleeve that usually hangs loose from the shoulder is a bishop sleeve. It could be considered as a long puff sleeve. It is also known as a Magyar sleeve. The image that we see here is a short length dress with a bishop sleeve in a shiny fabric. On the right is a picture from history. A girl from the 1850s wearing a dress with bishop sleeves. Let us look at more garments with bishop sleeves. The first picture is from Bridal Atelier from Australia. It is a bridal wear gown with a bishop sleeve. A bishop sleeve is a rare occurrence in a wedding outfit. On the right is an image of a bishop sleeve of a garment from designer Giambattista Valli, Spring 2015, ready to wear. This sleeve is fitted till the elbow and then takes its fullness, which is held together by gathers at the hem. What we are seeing here are images from Archie's Studio, Spring 2015 Couture Collection. On the left is a bishop sleeve in a romantic peach colored translucent fabric with bubbled effect surface embellishment of the same color. On the right is a bishop sleeve with an off-shoulder neckline. Now let us compare the different sleeve lengths. This is cap sleeve. This becomes short sleeve. This is elbow length sleeve. This is 3/4 length. And this is full sleeve. Now sometimes The sleeve is elongated more than this and worn in the form of gathers, forming rushed sleeves. Sleeveless. This term is self-explanatory. A garment without sleeves is called sleeveless. Cap sleeve. The cap sleeve got its name because it resembles the rim of a cap. Tulip sleeve. It is created by overlapping two pieces of fabric that forms a recognizable shape of a tulip, and hence the name. Bell sleeve. A bell sleeve resembles the shape of a bell. Dolman sleeve. The dolman sleeve is usually constructed from a huge armhole and fitted at the cuff. O Mutton Sleeve. It is formed from a voluminous gathering of fabric at the upper arm that tapers to a tight fit from the elbow to the wrist. Kimono sleeve. Kimono sleeve is a style that has been derived from the traditional Japanese dress called kimono. Puffed sleeve. A basic puff sleeve was either a short 3/4 length or full length sleeve gathered at the top or bottom or both. Raglan sleeve. A raglan sleeve is a sleeve that extends in one piece fully to the neckline, leaving a diagonal seam from the underarm to the collarbone, giving the garment a relatively undefined look. Bishop sleeve. A long wide sleeve that usually hangs loose from the shoulder. Conclusion. So, in this module, you have learned about the different types of sleeve. You have also observed the usage of sleeves in the current fashion scenario. Thank you.